A brand new machine costs around $4,000. We didn't have that kind of money, so we decided to buy older machines. Now the question was, how long will they last? Will they fail? What if they fail and we regret it? What are we gonna do? So since we didn't have $4,000 to spend on vending machines, what we did, we used our credit cards and put down $1,500 on 2 machines. So the total was $3,000, and we didn't have the $3,000, so we put down $1,500 and we seller financed the rest. We got a second location and we did the same thing, and we spent $1,500 for the snack and the drink machine. So total it was around $6,000 for 4 vending machines. So the thing about it is that you can buy these vending machines online. You can get them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, but be careful, they're scams. But we were lucky enough whereby we bought these machines and a person was trying to get out of business. Now let's talk about locations. So as far as locations go, they could cost between $500 to $900, and you can look up some locations on Facebook, but be careful because there are scams over there. We got scammed the first time, and we tried Facebook Marketplace and there were more scams. But we knew somebody who was in the business, who knew a friend that wanted out of the business and wanted to get rid of the location. We were lucky enough to get a moving company location and a tire shop location. Now here's the tip. Before you buy these machines, make sure you get the location first, because machines are easier to get than locations. Okay, so good locations are places like gyms, apartment buildings, schools. Those have a higher traffic, and the number of people who buy products are even much larger. So next, we're gonna talk about products. So look at these aisles right now. They're relatively empty, which is good. That means that the people like the products. First, we were not sure what kind of products people liked. And so we had to guess. And the way we tried to buy products, we used to go to places like BJ's, Costco's, Sam's Club, because we wanted to buy products wholesale so we can retail them, and we wanted to sell them at a certain price. But we didn't know what people wanted, but we were embarrassed to ask people what they actually wanted. And here was a solution. A simple survey like this. See how filled up it is, how many comments it has. This gives you an idea of what the customers want, and you can then go ahead and stock the product. And this is what you want. You want a counter machine when all these racks are empty. So just to give you an idea, we spend between $160 to $200 a month. So it comes down to $1,600 after 8 months. Products that are selling most for us are, right now it's Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Monster. For the snacks, here we have Pop-Tarts that sold. The Lay's was selling for us. They were really good products to sell. The Snickers were going, but today they haven't been going as much. After that, we want to see how much money we can take out. Let's see. There's an easier way to take out this money. See, I can't be the expert. Oh, wow. So this is good money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10. Maintenance. So a couple of things. Behind these machines, there are motors right here. And some of them were not working because we bought older machines. So, and also the spiral rings right here, these ones were small, and some of them, we needed to replace those. And so we went on eBay to try to find some. The problem with going on eBay, you didn't know what the right sizes are, so you had to measure them out and things like that. And once we bought the spirals, we couldn't return them because they were not returnable at the time. So we talked to a guy who sold us these machines, and he gave us the spirals and the motors for free. So that was good, it saved us some money. The other thing that we want to talk about is the coin acceptors. Some of these coin acceptors fail over time, and you have to be able to replace them. You can buy these things online. They're not cheap. eBay, you can get a better deal. Other places are a little bit more expensive. Let me see if I can get this in. Come on. There we go. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is taxes. Okay, so when you make money, let's say this is money made, take 20% out for taxes to make sure that you pay your taxes, because if you don't, you're gonna get clipped. The next thing I want to talk about is insurance. Okay, so we haven't needed insurance yet, but the question is, what happens if somebody comes and puts in their money, buys product, eats them, and gets sick? What happens? I don't know. We haven't run into that problem, and I hope we never run into it. But if you really are scared about that, get insurance. It's not that expensive. So the other need for insurance is if you have your machines out here and somebody comes in and decides to break it, you may need insurance for that. We haven't run into that problem. This place seems to be safe. Knock on wood. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, we're going to talk about time spent restocking the vending machines. Between shopping and restocking, it takes around 2 hours, and we don't have to restock the machines every week. We can restock them every 2 or 3 weeks, and that cuts down on time. And sometimes you come in the machines and are partially empty, so you just fill out the aisles, and that's about it. So time spent is not that much. Gas, we spend around $5 a week on gas, but we don't have to go to the locations all the time, so that saves us some money. Let's talk about moving these machines. These machines are not tiny. These machines weigh between 600 to 800 pounds, so you need a power lift to move those machines. One time we had to move our machines, and we had to borrow a power lift from a friend. We thought that job was gonna take 2 hours. It took us a whole day. That was 8 hours. So if you have to move the machines, make sure you have somebody and you have a power lift. Make sure it's strong, but short enough, because sometimes when you're navigating around bends, it's very tight. The other thing I want to talk about is electricity, internet, and profit sharing. So for electricity, what you can do, you can embed the price in the sale price. Internet, we don't have to deal with that. Then profit sharing. Thank God the location we have. For us, we have been lucky enough that we don't have to pay money to the owners. And people keep saying, is that true? How does that happen? You have to pay some money. No, it's not true. Some locations you don't have to pay. They're just lucky. They're just happy that they have products where they can have their customers come in and get products without going outside the building. So it's working for us. But now the question is, the money that we're making from here, can we use it to invest it in our next business? We want to make sure that we're profitable. The money that we're making right now, given the amount of expenses we have, like for example, the machines themselves cost around $7,000 to include the location. The products, that is $1,600. And then you're talking about gas and things like that. So we roughly in around $10,000. That's just an estimate. The total income we've made so far is close to $4,000. So we're still operating at a loss, so we cannot necessarily transfer money out of our vending machine business and put it in our real estate. That's the plan right there. So get money out of here, put it in real estate so that we can use this money to repair whatever fixes. But right now we can't do that because we don't have the money, and our real estate right now is just getting off the ground, and we've had vacancy for almost 4 months. So we need to find other ways of making money so that we can sustain that business. We just finished our first location. Now we're going to the next location. So the distance between our first location and second location is around 5 miles. And this is us driving to the next location. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's not that much. We have 2 Nayax card readers. We have this one and that one that cost around $300. Once we got them, we're able to increase the sales by around 20%, but you can get them on eBay for around $260. It's supposed to work somehow. Look, that's, holy God. Okay, I gotta go home and count this. This is nuts. So this is the biggest stash of money we've had in a while, and let me count it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 32, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49?
And how much do we make?
That's what, $2? That is crazy. This is what happens. Oh my God, I am super excited. Okay, business is beginning to take off, so thank you, God. So here's a breakdown of everything. We're going to talk about the costs and the income. So the total cost of the vending machines was $6,000. That is 4 machines. Each machine costs around $1,500. The total cost of the location is $1,000 because we have 2 locations and each location was $500. Total cost of gas, $80 after 8 months, and you're looking at $10 per month. Total cost of moving the machines is 0. Total cost of electricity is 0. Total cost of profit sharing is 0 because we don't do profit sharing at that location. Total cost of products lost due to expiration, $100. Total cost of products bought is around $1,600 after 8 months, and you're looking at $200 a month. And then fees, I already talked about those. So the total cost, including everything, came down to $8,340. And here's the income. The income we've made from card sales is $2,600. Cash sales is $840, coming to a total of $3,440. Now, what is the net profit or net loss? Right now, we're at a net loss of $4,940. That is a total breakdown after 8 months of owning 4 vending machines. Now, if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. And if you like this video and you think it's going to help somebody, you can share it. But thanks for watching, and if you really like this content, check out the next video.